Today's horoscope, Taurus April 24th, 2025. Discover your future with my daily horoscope for you about love, work, health, money and compatibility with other signs. The Sun is in discord with Pluto today, creating some tension about pressures to perform or from work or competition. It's best to identify these things and avoid letting worries take over. You want to go your own way and connect with your wants and desires, but you could feel watched or blocked temporarily. Aim to connect with your priorities or discuss problems with someone you trust to help release the pressure. With some foresight, you can feel as if you're turning a corner in the coming days. Later today, good energy is with you for networking, communicating, and sharing ideas, and learning from others and your experiences. A fair, moral, or positive outlook enhances your reputation. Dramatic experiences in relationships could be written in the stars today. It would be best not to engage. Even if you're feeling scorned and restless, try to channel this energy into productive affairs such as hard work or exercise. Fighting with your sweetheart now could lead to drama that leaves you both on separate sides of a line. The dark side of people tends to rise up from the shadows whenever the Sun now in your solar house and Pluto collide, so don't live in your fears and insecurities. Work through your tension first before it overtakes you. Let go of control. It is time to accept that a death and rebirth cycle is coming your way when the Sun in your sign squares Pluto in Aquarius. Lately, Pluto in Aquarius has begun transforming everything in your career path. Your professional reputation, legacy, and success will all change over time. However, you might be dragging your feet to accept that this change could be beneficial in the long run. You may feel more empowered once you lean into the transformation taking place in your career path. You might sense all that is wrong with the world, but others might not be as aware as you are this week. The planetary alignment today will surely cause some frustration, some feeling of inequality that is hard for you to reckon with. Don't take this out on your friends. To keep your mood steady, make sure there is plenty of vitamins A and C in your diet. Fresh fruits and vegetables keep our tempers mellow, and any excess energy is best taken care of by going to the gym, if possible. You might find your imagination running wild on this day. This is definitely not the day to try and tackle anything heavy or serious, as this vibration encourages more fun than anything else. If you catch yourself daydreaming today, it won't be surprising. Allow yourself to have a day where you just go with the flow of whatever comes your way, rather than trying to stick to a strict schedule. Chances are, this would prove impossible anyway. In the heart of the working week, the Moon is wrapping up its last visit to your career sector before Pluto turns direct here, but also since Mars returned to more forcefully police your work and life balance. Or at least for the short term and also with the best timing. While the Moon briefly clashed with Mars when it returned 2 days ago, it is later in the week that Mars and Pluto, the planets of war and revolution, will clash. Yet with Pluto just 12 days away from turning retrograde in your career sector and already slowing to a crawl, this is the right reminder at the right time. 2 days after the Moon spent its final hours in an adventurous part of your chart at a friendly aspect to the South Node in your romantic sector, the spirit of romance is starting to come under two different influences. On the one hand, pressure from the other side of the sky might be pushing old buttons or challenging old excuses, while on the other hand, growing support from Uranus, the planet of surprise, synchronicity, and the unexpected, is using this as an opportunity to break free from the past. Daily Planetary Overview. Today, you might notice a shift in your mental clarity, a subtle but powerful sharpening of focus. Complex situations that once felt overwhelming now seem more manageable. You find yourself craving mental stimulation and seeking out conversations, topics, or projects that challenge your intellect and expand your understanding of the world. Whether it's diving back into a subject that's long intrigued you or finally picking up that book or podcast you've been meaning to explore, your mind is hungry for knowledge. And the best part? You're not just absorbing information passively, you're eager to explore, question, and analyze, driven by a genuine desire to grow. This thirst for understanding arrives at the perfect time, because today's cosmic landscape is urging transformation. With the Sun in grounded Taurus squaring off against Pluto in visionary Aquarius, there's a cosmic nudge, maybe even a push to take a deeper look at who you've been and who you are becoming. This aspect brings a kind of inner tension, not to shake you up in a chaotic way, but to encourage you to step out of your comfort zone and confront the parts of your life or yourself that are ready for an upgrade. If you've been clinging to a version of yourself that no longer fits, this is the moment to lovingly let go. Just like shedding an old skin, you might feel vulnerable at first, but it's all part of making space for something more aligned with who you are now. Change isn't always easy, but it can be incredibly rewarding. Think back to a time when you took a leap of faith. Maybe it was changing careers, moving to a new city, or even ending a relationship that no longer served you. At the time, it may have felt uncertain, but in hindsight, that change likely brought new strength, insight, and clarity. This is one of those turning points. Your energy is high, and your confidence is unmistakable right now. You're motivated, not just by ambition, but by a deeper desire to take ownership of your path and make progress in areas that matter most to you. This is a beautiful time to take those first steps toward your goals. Talk to the people you trust, your closest friends, your family, or your partner. Share your ideas, even the wild ones. You'll likely be met with encouragement and support, perhaps more than you expect. Sometimes, just saying your dreams out loud gives them momentum. But remember, transformation isn't just about grand gestures. It's also about showing up consistently and keeping your word to others and to yourself. There may be moments when your enthusiasm outpaces your ability to follow through. If that happens, don't be hard on yourself. Just take a step back, reassess, and recommit with intention. Being aware of how your actions affect those around you helps maintain trust and harmony in both personal and professional relationships. Communication is key, especially if emotions are heightened. Speaking of relationships, the energy today supports emotional openness and connection. If you're single, you may find that your authentic self draws others in, especially those who resonate with your values and sense of purpose. And if you're in a relationship, this is a great moment to deepen your bond. Organize something special, have a meaningful conversation, or simply show up fully and be present. Emotional honesty now can lay the foundation for long-lasting intimacy. Financially, the stars are in your favor. Opportunities could surface that lead to greater stability and even abundance. You might come across a smart investment, a business idea, or simply make a savvy decision when managing your money. Trust your instincts, but also take time to assess your options thoughtfully. Your clarity and confidence will guide you in the right direction. And if you need advice, someone trustworthy is likely to offer just the insight you need. On the physical front, if you've been putting off exercise or self-care, today might be the spark you need to get back on track. Your energy is not just mental, it wants a physical outlet too. Whether it's going for a walk, stretching, dancing, or returning to a favorite activity, moving your body will not only boost your mood but also align your energy in a way that feels grounded and powerful. This is your reminder that your well-being is just as important as your productivity. So take a deep breath and ask yourself, what are you ready to release, and what are you excited to welcome into your life? Is there a version of yourself you're ready to say goodbye to? And what would the upgraded, more aligned you look like? Share your thoughts in the comments. What's shifting in your world right now? What steps are you taking, big or small, toward becoming your most authentic self? Your story might be the exact encouragement someone else needs today.